All right, we're going to start the respiratory system. I hope we have fun. Why is this not? Oh, down here.
B-R-E-A-T-A-T, find out what it means to breathe. B-R-E-A-T-A-T, that's what freedom means to me.
Whew, that was Jelly Bean in the bronchioles, and I'm panting like a pup over here. I'm breathing hard. You're breathing hard. Every animal on earth breathes. And the body system that's all about breathing is, you guessed it, the respiratory system. So today it's all songs about the respiratory system.
All right, so we're going to talk about the respiratory system. The respiratory system is a system that works most closely with the circulatory system, because the circulatory system is going to bring the blood to the lungs, get the oxygen, and then disperse it throughout the body. We're going to label and color the parts of the respiration system. Here we go. Air enters our nose, enters our body through the nose. It is warmed and filtered in our nose. Label a nose and color the nose purple. A mouth allows air to enter into the respiratory system. Label B, mouth, and color the mouth yellow. The pharynx allows air to pass into the respiratory system. The pharynx is the part that separates the two tubes. So you've got the esophagus that goes to our digestive system, or the stomach, and the larynx that moves the air into the lungs, sends it to the trachea and into the lungs. All right, the larynx is also referred to as the voice box. It regulates the flow of air and it filters the air. Oops. Let's go back there. Label the larynx D and color it orange. All right, the trachea allows air to enter into the lungs. It's the part that looks like lifesavers on a stick. I'm moving too fast. Label E, trachea, and color the trachea green. All right, the bronchi split the air off the trachea, and one goes to the right side and one goes to the left side. So label F with left and right bronchus and color them yellow. The bronchioles are the passageway to the alveoli. So we're getting smaller and smaller and smaller, like the branches of a tree. So label G bronchioles and color them orange.
I solve problems. That's what I do. And I know you people are thinking, what's going on inside? The air you breathe passes into small tubes that branch throughout your lungs. The tiniest tubes, called bronchioles, are as narrow as, dig this, a strand of hair. Now I got a question for all you cats and kittens out in radio land. Anybody out there know how many bronchioles you have in each lung? I'm going to take the 11th caller right now. Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, did I win? Did I win?
Well, you got to answer the question first.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I think it's 30,000.
30,000 bronchioles in each lung?
Yes, yes.
You are the winner.
All right, the alveoli is where the actual exchange of gas takes place. So the capillaries cover the alveoli, and the capillaries are coming back into veins.
At the end of each bronchiole are tiny air sacs called alveoli. You have 600 million alveoli. Oxygen in the air you breathe passes through the walls of the alveoli into very small blood vessels. We're talking tiny here, called capillaries. Then the oxygen-rich blood is pumped throughout your body.
Okay, so that's where the gas exchange actually takes place. The concentration of carbon dioxide in the in the blood coming into the lungs is higher, so that's going to diffuse into the lungs. The concentration of oxygen in the capillaries in the lungs is higher, so that's going to diffuse into the blood. We're looking for homeostasis. There's that word again, trying to stay in balance.
At the end of each
So the diaphragm is the muscle that pumps CO2 out and pulls oxygen in. Okay, so if the diaphragm is up, if it's higher, it's squishing air out. If it's lower, it's pulling air in. It just makes sense. You've got more space, you're pulling air in. You've got less space, you're squishing air out.
Yeah, how does that work?
Well, when you breathe in air, you bring oxygen into your lungs. And when you breathe out, you blow carbon dioxide out.
Oh, thank you.
Now, wait a minute, I'm not done. Here's how that works. Between your chest and your belly area is a wide, flat muscle called the diaphragm. You dig? When you breathe in, the diaphragm contracts, pulling air in through your nose and your mouth, through your trachea, and inflating your lungs. Next call.
Yeah, so I breathed in, but I don't know what to do now.
Well, you gotta let it go there, brother. When you breathe out, the diaphragm relaxes and moves back up to help push the air out of your lungs and out of the nose and
All right, the lung is where the actual exchange of gases takes place. Color the lung red and label it J.
I'm breathing a lot faster, is that normal?
well, sure it is. It's good for you. When you exercise, you need to breathe faster to bring in more oxygen and get rid of more carbon dioxide. Without oxygen, you couldn't exercise, you couldn't even stay alive. Ah, clean air. Well, if I read it, I said it.
I'm breathing a lot faster, is that normal?
All right, exercise makes the respiratory system do what? And it should be move faster, right? You're going to breathe faster when you're exercising.